Kenga jiwe bien. Lisa, don't shine my light. I greet every one of you wherever you are watching. Please, if you are joining, you invite others. Let us have a very deep conversation and know what is the way forward, because things cannot continue like this. We need to discuss and we need to know what is ahead of us. But before I proceed, like you all know, my name is MAP Eziokubundo 1, and we are here to preach the gospel truth and to let the people know what is going on, and also to educate our people on the event that will be coming up very soon. Unu n'anya, unu funa things adịlọzi ka o si adị before. Things change go. And if you are not informed, you must be deformed. At this point of time, abụlọzi the time ị ga-apụtasị na ọgbastalọ gị, or it's none of your business. Oh, this or that. It is the business of everyone today. And it is time for us to start facing the reality. And what is the reality? We must acknowledge the truth and know that this is what is facing us, and we must face it. This is exactly what we need at this particular point of time. And this is what we are going to do. You don't need to be sitting down and watching. So before I proceed again, my name is MAP Eziokubundo 1. And I say, may Chukwuokike bless every one of us. When you check the topic, you will see the topic there is, what is the way forward? What is the way forward for Nnamdi Kanu and for Biafra restoration? Abunun follow this platform. I have been saying these things for a very long time. They have already connived and illegally convicted and sentenced Nnamdi Kanu. Normally, I wasn't expecting anything like justice coming out from Nigeria government. The reason is because I know that in Nigeria government, you can never get anything justice. And Nnamdi Kanu is a direct threat to Nigeria government. And Nnamdi Kanu is a direct threat to the Fulani Caliphate. Most especially, Nnamdi Kanu is the stumbling block against the Islamization of Nigeria. So they see him as someone they must take out. They must take out of the way for them to achieve their goals. And for them to succeed, they need to destabilize and cause division among us, which I must confess the truth. They succeeded in causing a very big division among us. They succeeded. But no time is too late for us to regroup ourselves, re-strategize, and come together. Now that they have convicted Nnamdi Kanu in the Federal High Court, Abuja, and Nnamdi Kanu is going to appeal it, or he has already appealed. What remains is the signing, for him to sign the appeal so that it will be submitted by his legal team, Barrister Maxwell Opara, Aloy Ejimako, and the rest. And there is something I must tell us that at this point, this is what we must do. This is what we need. Before I proceed, let me salute the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Nnamdi Kanu, whom I call Ikukwana Afuanya, the breeze that you can see. I salute him for his gallantness, and I greet him for standing tall, for standing resolute. I know some of you will be saying, Nnamdi Kanu. I know a lot of you will be asking, oh, okay, thank you, smart Chibunna. You just remind me that I have already signed the appeal now. Okay, what? So, and that is a good move. Now, this evening, we'll be having a very deep conversation. And if you truly, if you, I will put my number, or you can send your request so that we'll have your view. Before I will proceed, I want to drop this message to the leadership of IPOB. You know, in the first 12 instructions Nnamdi Kanu gave through Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor, in one of it, he stated that the DOS must unite IPOB. That word, underline it. Now, I am calling Mr. Chika Edoziem. It is time you need to come down from your high horse. You need to make sure that you unite IPOB. This is your last chance to do that. Why am I calling you? So that this thing will be on the record. I have made this video before, and I am making it again in the open, in the public, so that the earth and the world will bear me witness. It is high time you come down from your high horse. Call every IPOB members that you have offended by calling their names illegally, or whether you are right or not, call them back and ask everyone to forget every of their grievances so that everybody can come together. The reason is that if you think that these few people that you are having in IPOB can achieve anything, those ones cannot achieve anything. On a daily basis, IPOB na anyoko under your watch. I can remember 2015, 2016, 2017, under the command of Uchoka from Efon. The IPOB was very strong in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu. He was able to manage this movement, and he was able to unite IPOB, regardless of the attacks that is coming from Omiomio and the rest of them, as of then. But he made sure that this very struggle, IPOB, was very formidable, and it stand by Nnamdi Kanu that forced Nigeria government to release Nnamdi Kanu in 2015, 2016. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not released because Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was so smart or was brilliant to defeat Nigeria government in court. No. He was released because of the pressure coming from IPOB and the pressure coming from outside IPOB. And that was what forced Nigeria government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the reason that IPOB was able to achieve the milestone they achieved under HMF is because of unity, because of oneness, because of togetherness. So I am calling you for the last time, Mazi Chike Doziem. Please drop all this buga buga gra gra, or somebody somewhere telling you, oh, how can we unite with these people? How can we do this? We are too big. I am the leadership. No. The people you are leading, you are a servant to them. You must not position yourself in the same way Nigerian political leaders are positioning themselves, by not listening to the people they are leading, by not listening to the call of the people they are leading. The people you are leading, their voice is number one voice you need to listen to. Whatever they complain, you must pay attention, and month to month, you ask them the problem, because what led to the division in IPOB? What led to the division in IPOB is unresolved grievances. When issue will be submitted or brought to the IPOB resolving committee, they will sweep it under carpet like Nigerian court. And out of anger, people start revolting against it. And the injustice meted on many of us, person like me, I was treated wrongly by Abanyim and the Keke Oda, because some people are protecting Ikengu Uruagu, which is Chibuze Egwatu, which every one of us knew that he was an agent, and we reported it. Instead of such issue to be treated carefully and investigated thoroughly, people that are conniving with him worked and start kicking people out. So I am calling on the Chika Paul Edoziem to call every IPOB, those that we have sacked, whether they are in autopilot, whether they are with Madam Bridget, everybody you need to call everyone back to IPOB on a round table, and make sure that at this point of time, we will speak with one voice. All this word, Ekperima this, Ekperima that, will stop. Okay? So unite IPOB so that we will move forward. Secondly, I want every one of us to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have fought a good fight, and they have done marvelously well. I will tell you that he have done tremendously well. Why they sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment in the Federal High Court is not because of his lawyers, it's not because of his assemblies, it's not because he defended himself, it's not because of Barrister Aloy Ejimako was unable to do anything. It's not because Barrister Maxwell Okpara cannot defend him. The reason why they sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment is because there was no action in a place to pressure the federal government to release him. There is no action coming from the people that he is fighting for. There is no action coming from his group. His group disappointed him and they failed him woefully. And now that he is heading to court of appeal, believe you me again, no amount of sounds that you will bring in without the actions of the Biafrans and the Ndi Igbo that will bring him Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. And I also want us to understand that I know Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was writing out of anger. But Stefan Yejof, I want you to understand that even if you are the one handling Nnamdi Kanu case, he will still be sentenced to life imprisonment. Because you handled the case from 2021, he was kidnapped, to 2023. You was not able to release him. And the reason why you were not able to release him is not because you are not capable, but it's because the hand that is holding him is very big, way bigger than you alone. Now, I want every Biafrans and lovers of freedom to understand this. If Nigeria government can violate international laws, if Nigeria government can break protocols of international communities and go all the way to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, and they spend billions of naira or millions of dollars to cover it up. Before they will have out that very plan, they have already strategized and plan what they will do to him if they succeed in kidnapping him. They did not go this far to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu in order to come and they set him free so that he will continue where he stopped. No. They have a mission, and they are on that mission. And the mission they are into is to eliminate Nnamdi Kanu, take him out, so that nobody will challenge their evil authority. And I am telling you here right now that if the Biafrans cannot come together to rise up and they fight for him, the Court of Appeal will not save Nnamdi Kanu. No amount of lawyer will save Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you check this topic is what is the way forward for Nnamdi Kanu and for Biafra restoration? It's a question, and I must tell you, the answer is already there with you. I know in this program, a lot of people will be coming. Mazi Achebe Paul, you want the leadership to unite with these people. Okay, the leadership are nobody. Without the people, there is nothing like leadership. Without me and you, who are they leading? So some of you will now come and say, oh, Mazi, so reality have hit you. I am in Europe. My life is secured. I can decide now to go inside and continue living my life. Anytime I want to visit Nigeria, I can visit Nigeria and come back. Is it not when I tell you that I visit, you will know I visit? So we are talking about the freedom of our people. Don't be foolish to come and say, oh, the reality are hitting you. No, it's not. I am telling you what is the way forward. The way forward now is for the people who destabilize this IPOB movement, which is the incompetence of the IPOB leadership, the incompetence of DOS members that led IPOB to this miscarriage, because this is a miscarriage in case you don't know. And the person that made IPOB to have this miscarriage is the DOS led by Chike Doziem, which we are not here to continue the blame. We are here to know the way forward. And the way forward is for them to acknowledge their errors, and they start correcting it. And they start uniting IPOB, start uniting Ndibo, because the war is coming. The Fulani are coming. The Fulani have not, jailing Nnamdi Kanu, it doesn't end there. Our homes, our villages will soon be invaded. And the way we are divided, it will give them an express entry. Because if we continue to be blaming one another instead of correcting the mistakes, then it means that we don't understand it. Chuks Dikebweni, if I will soon block you, I am not here for some foolish idiot comment. If you want to join the conversation, you can call on my line, then we'll have a conversation. Don't be in my comment section to constitute nuisance. Okay, if not, I will take you out. I mean it. And they ask those that know me. I don't make a give empty threat. I am not here for people that can living in life of a delusional. We are facing reality. So now, what is the way forward for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The way forward for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is for the Biafrans and lovers of freedom to rise up. If the Biafrans can rise up to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believe you me, there will be a change in the Court of Appeal. If we can fix any action, because honestly speaking, all these things, every group coming to condemn, we condemn we condemn the life sentence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we reject the injustice meted against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All those things will not revise it back. Even if 1 million people, 1 billion people condemn the injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it cannot bring him out. What will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out is the next step. After you have condemned it, what else can we do? Let me tell ourselves one thing. The Igbo governors, Igbo politicians, Igbo senators, Igbo House of Representatives, and the Igbo local government chairman and any House of Assemblies, they cannot speak and stand on their ground to speak for the Biafra restoration or for the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. The people that will force these men to start speaking are the masses, the followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The moment we rise up and they stop listening to them and they start the necessary steps, the necessary strategies that we needed to do, because I must tell you the truth. If we cannot come out en masse for a massive protest, if we cannot hold a very powerful, massive protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release in our land, definitely, if you like, carry the whole best lawyers in the world, they cannot release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is not a land dispute. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case is not a land dispute that you can say you argue, then the lawyer brilliantly argued with evidence and proof. No. What you should ask yourself now is, what is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting for? What you will ask yourself here is, what is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fighting for? That thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. Once these are the reasons why they are holding him, and that thing he is fighting for is not what they are judging him in the court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra restoration, total restoration of Biafra. In other words, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for total disintegration of that country called Nigeria. And how can, yes, he might have built an alliance with other countries of the world, but no country in the world can step in without the people rising up to demonstrate that they truly want freedom. No matter how they want to help you, they are waiting to see that the people that they want to help have risen up. Then, when they see that you have started doing something, at that point, they can now step in to help you. Nobody will help someone that is sleeping. So, first of all, we must make sure that we stop the people, all this Setekwam issue. If you know you cannot unite IPOB, Mazi Chike, let me say it. People that are very close to you, I know they would cut this video and give you. If you know you cannot, out of your ego or your whatever, if you know you cannot bring IPOB back, unite everybody for IPOB to speak with one voice, so that if we want to act for anything, if any action that we need to take, we will take it in one voice without any branch or any fraction of other people countering it. Please, Mazi Chike, do us well and resign honorably, so that who is willing to unite IPOB and the Unite Biafra movement to have a very powerful weight and have a very powerful voice, so that they will move it, so that they will step in. Because You need to speak with one voice for you to have weight. So that is why I bring this topic to you and I ask you, what is the way forward? Everybody is condemning the injustice. In other words, for people to condemn the injustice meted against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it means that you have a reason to do whatever you are doing. Okay. So, like I told you people, many of the governors will speak, but what is holding them not to speak is because there is no pressure coming for them to speak. When you are looking for something and there is no pressure going to the people that sees those things, they will not be eager to release it. When last did you hear any governor speaking boldly telling you that we have meeting with this person for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They deceived us 2021 during Anambra State election when they have meeting with China Sanworu and other members of the DOS. And they told them that they should cancel the 5 days sit at home that they fixed in November, when they told them there will be no election in Biafra land. And the China Sanworu told us that they have gotten the lion's share after they give them an empty promise without any concrete agreement. And guess what? They allow that very election. Today, where are those people that have that meeting with the members of DOS, which China Sanworu was part of it? None of them is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they deceived those members of DOS, which the shame will not allow them to come and speak and tell us those things. That is why I am calling on Biafrans. This is not the time to be portioning blame again. Let us keep our grievances, because when you talk about the grievances, I will tell you that I am the person that they treated bad. That's supposed to, I don't, in the way they treat me in this movement, I'm not even supposed to be talking about the movement. But why am I still here? I am still here because I never see any person to join IPOB. I join IPOB out of willingness, out of the passion. And I see a reason that actually what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is preaching is what we actually need, which is the freedom. He convinced me and I joined. I didn't join because of China Sanworu or Ucheme for any person. I joined because my spirit, I convinced myself that yes, this is truth. It's a just cause. We can fight it. And that is why I am still here. And that is why I am calling on everybody. It doesn't mean the group you have ever belonged before. How you were treated, how you were betrayed, how you were called stable, how you were attacked, how you were this and that. Everyone was attacked, and everyone attacked one another. Just a minute. Please, I'll be there live program. I will call you back if I do finish. So at this point, there is no any action that we can take with this kind of division among ourselves that will yield any positive result. The first action that every person that calls himself a leader in this movement, the first action and the primary task that all of you should be engaging yourself into now is how to bring IPOB back to its past glory, to his feet, to how to rebuild IPOB, so that when IPOB is releasing statement, people will know, yes, this is a force. Because the way it is now, what gives Nigeria government the morale, the power to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not sentencing him just like that, but transferring him to Sokoto. Do you know that Sokoto is a Sokoto caliphate? Just a minute. Hello. At the live video, I will call you back if I do finish. at the day program. Mm. A lot of people are willing at this point to do something, but there is no direction, no directive, no leadership. The current movement now, the IPOB is like a group of people that are wallowing in the wilderness with no shepherd. They are like a sheep without a shepherd. The person that is suffering this thing now is only Nnamdi Kanu. The pain is going direct to Nnamdi Kanu. I watched what our Lolo Uchechu Kanu wrote, and he is telling every person to leave blame for now. That what is at stake is the life of Nnamdi Kanu. You should put your anger aside, because your anger is nothing. Can you compare your anger to the suffering of Nnamdi Kanu? Can you compare your anger to what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through? Now, ask yourself, from 2021, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, almighty IPOB, a whole Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped like a chicken. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped like a chicken. And the entire IPOB was not aware of it. And he was illegally renditioned like nobody back to Nigeria. And Nigeria newspaper was the one that announced to IPOB and the entire world that they have kidnapped the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and they rendition him after 80 days, and they rendition him. Do you know that it's a big slap on IPOB faces that their leader was kidnapped for past 8 days? They are not aware of it. Do you know that any member of the US, shame shouldn't allow the person to come out and say that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? They are not aware. It's a slap on your face. Because according to you people, you say you have M branch. What are the duties of M branch? How can a president of a country be kidnapped and the country is not aware? Do you know that Nnamdi Kanu is like a president of the country? And he was kidnapped. The entire IPOB is not aware. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, eighth day, and they bring him back to the zoo. That alone is a disgrace and a slap on our faces. Now, we agree you are not informed, we are taken unaware. Now, this case process, you cannot tell us. Nobody will tell me that this sentence now that was given to Nnamdi Kanu was also us unaware, or we are not aware of it. You cannot tell us now that you are not aware, and you cannot tell me that you don't know the reason why Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment. Me and you know that the main reason Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment is because of inactions of IPOB and the Biafrans at large. I will give you an example. When Asari Tukubo was arrested by Nigeria government under the regime of Obasanjo, how was he? What happened? The Niger Delta boys was on rampage. Yes, they suffer it, but Nigeria government suffer it most. Then, because of the unstopping pressure that is getting to Nigeria government, Obasanjo left with no option than to release Asari Tukubo. When El Zakazaki, the leader of Shiite Muslim, was also arrested by the government of Buhari, we saw how the Shiite Muslim, how they fought. We see the videos in Abuja. They protested, even when they killed many of them, but they never gave up. the fight until Zakazaki was released. Now, ndị Igbo na-atụ inu na-asị na ejiro mgbagbu ayala ọgụ. Ịghọtara ya? Ejiro mgbagbu ayala ọgụ. Now, the sentence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not something we are not aware of. All of us are aware of it. And we know that this thing is coming. And not that we don't know how to stop it, but because of our ego, because of our selfish interest, because of incompetency. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wee gawa Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu choose Simon Ekpa over us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is working with his sibling. There is no time you will expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to work with his own siblings, because he's Ukamana age. Now, what I am preaching here is the unity of our people. If we can come together, that is the only way out of this war we are into. And I have given you the way forward. Number one way forward now is the unity of our people. The unity of our people is the number one way forward for Biafra restoration and for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because I can categorically tell you now that the IPOB, which I am a member of, is totally destabilized. And we are like this Azwana Boikumu that eats itself. Let's build unity. And after uniting every group, because I know it is be very, very difficult to unite. But when the leadership make this move, call every other people, all the group. Once you go with call this meeting, every group, and tell everybody that irrespective of your anger, you need to keep that aside. Let us re-strategize so that when order is given, everybody will work towards that order. And the Biafrans whom you are fighting for must be carried along. Everybody must be included. You cannot restore Biafra secret, and you cannot take a secret action that your people are not aware, because there is something you will do. You will make our people to become a suicide mission. As I am speaking to you, it's a big slap on our face that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment by Nigerian court. And up to today, no protest against it, no sit at home against it, no action have been taken. And do you think that that will not give the Nigerian government more advantage and more upper hand? No reaction. And somebody can tell you, oh, it's because you want to prove to the world you are not violent. Okay, such a statement is not welcome. It's unacceptable. You can never prove the world that you are not violent by not protesting for your leader, or by not taking action for the release of your leader, or against injustice. Taking action against injustice, that will not make you a violent one. Because protest, even here in Europe, protest is not a violence. And as it is now, the world, the eyes of every world are in Nigeria. So if anything they do now, we provoke the world the more, because Nigeria have been designated as a country of a particular concern. It is more advantage for the people that are fighting for Biafra. So what is the way forward for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for Biafra restoration? The way forward now is for the Biafrans and the people that are fighting for the freedom to come together first as one. If we find it more difficult that we cannot come together, it means that we cannot fight for Biafra. Anyone telling you now that it is impossible for Biafrans to come together, to fight, to come together as one people, to come together so that they can speak with one voice, to come together to form a formidable force, the person is automatically telling you that Biafra, or the people of Biafra don't have what it takes to restore Biafra. Because you cannot restore a nation with this kind of division among us. Then after we unite our people, the immediate actions that will follow it is the action, the pressure that will force the Eastern governors, Eastern politicians to rise up. Because as I'm speaking to you, our Igbo politicians have been captured by the Fulani Caliphate. Who are the people that will liberate them from the bondage and the slave of the Fulani Caliphate? It's me and you. The action we take today will make them to start speaking up and take the necessary steps that they need to take. Now, when we liberate our political leaders, automatically their liberation will make them to now take the necessary step that is needed for Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Now, for those of you who are saying political solution, there will be no any fruitful political solution without the unity of our people. And when any political solution that can work without the unity of our people, there will be no any fruitful or positive solution that can take any place without our people coming together as one people and they have a target on what they are fighting for. Now, you that is saying Nnamdi Kanu can be released on a political solution, I want to ask you this question. What will be the condition that they will give Nnamdi Kanu as the political solution for him to be released? I ask you again, what do you think that will be the condition that they will give to Nnamdi Kanu so that he can be released through the political solution? In case you don't know the condition that will make the Nigeria government to release Nnamdi Kanu through a political solution, if we cannot unite ourselves, if we cannot speak with one voice, if we cannot stand and take the necessary actions that needed to be taken. Number one political solution condition should be that he must denounce the Biafra restoration. And he can never talk about it again. That will be number one. Number two will be that he must dissolve the IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, and also dissolve Eastern Security Network. That will be number two. And number three, that he should join the Nigerian politics. And guess what? If he agree on those evil conditions, his own freedom fighting will be like the one of Asare Tukubo, the one of Wazirike, once in a blue moon. Today you talk about the Biafra freedom. After 10 months, you come and talk again. In other words, it will be a total betrayal of the Biafra struggle. But if we can come together, if the leadership can be able to pull this trigger by making sure that they come down from this high horse and they call every IPOB. Nobody is bigger than each other in IPOB. Don't say, oh, this one is nobody. No, that is where most of you get it wrong. That is Nigerian mentality. And that is one of the reasons why IPOB have this miscarriage, was destabilized. Because a lot of people that are holding posts committed a lot of sacrilege, and instead of them to be punished or instead of actions to be taken against them, they were protected for more hierarchies. And a lot of things go beyond control. You cannot give person injustice. The same injustice we cry today in Nigerian court is what many of us received. And the leadership must correct it. Now, if we come together and we start the necessary actions that needed, and they will start doing what we're supposed to do, and the pressure start hitting, at that point, a Nigerian government will be the one looking for a political solution. They will now be asking we, what do we want? Then, at that point, we will be the one giving them the condition of Biafra referendum. We will be the one to be talking about Biafra referendum. Because if we are not strong and we are not united, if we don't have a very powerful force that will be costing Nigeria a lot of things, because as I'm speaking to you, Nigeria is Nigeria is in a big mess. The Boko Haram is eating them up in the north. That as I'm speaking to you now, north have been destabilized. The kind of insecurity in the north, and the Yoruba people, the part of Yoruba, is facing the same thing. The only place that you think is calm now is because of is in southeast and part of south. But the Fulani have surrendered everyone. Why am I calling for this unity? I am calling on this unity because the Fulani and the Hausa, the Fulani people and the Nigeria government have already planned for a war. And if we are not united to plan how to defend our land, if we are not united to plan how to protect our land, forget that they put Nnamdi Kanu in this life sentence. The question you should be asking yourself now is, what are the plans of Nigeria government towards you, Nwonyibo, towards you that is Biafra? What will be the plan? The war is coming. Don't think that they forget you. Their plan is one after the other. They have already taken Nnamdi Kanu out of the picture. But I can tell you that anywhere the Nnamdi Kanu is, he still have the interest of Ndi Igbo at heart. At this point, it is we that we fight for Nnamdi Kanu. America is talking about the Christian genocide today is because people stand up. If Ezekiel Dakomo did not rise, if Nnamdi Kanu did not inform America about the Christian genocide, the America will never rise up about the Christian genocide. I want us to know that America fighting for Christian genocide is not as the same of fighting for Biafra restoration. These issues are two different cases. They are not the same. Habulofu. And if you think calling everybody Sabo, oh, Aloye Jimako, this and that, let me tell us the truth. Aloye Jimako is not the reason why they sentenced Nnamdi Kanu. Maxwell Okpara is not the reason. The lawyers Nnemeka Ejiofor, Mandela, and the rest of them are not the reason. I have said it here. The reason they sentenced Nnamdi Kanu is to see your reaction, to know if people can react. And if people fail to react, they will have succeeded, then the appeal court will follow suit. That is why we need to react and do something now. This is not the time to come and be, when you talk of blame game, me and you know that nobody in the leadership will tell you that he have not betrayed this struggle. Nobody. But I want us to stop now, because that is why I say this. If you are in the leadership and you know you cannot unite IPOB and you know that this mantle is beyond you, resign. That is why these white people are far better than us. They don't see any position as their permanent position. They don't see a leader as something that they will use to intimidate others. Manandi Siochi Alumelani. Look at IPOB media. Everyone is weak. Gịnị ka anyị ga-abịa na-akọ na? This struggle mụ na gị nọ n'ime have crossed the stage of analyzing videos or come and eje court amapụta abịa na analyze this one happen like this one happen like this. No, we have crossed that stage. The stage where we are now. I'm coming. It's a stage where our actions will speak louder than our voice. Our actions supposed to be louder than our voice. This stage, I say, look at the face of Aloy Ejimako. When I see his face, I got annoyed. No. In Anyana, the movement is way bigger than you. You resign. When you resign, you are not a coward. It is a sign of respect. We have been stagnant enough. We have been retrogressing. Enough of we retrogressing from this movement. Enough of the stagnant. Let us have a new face so that people will understand. Imekwa call n'ala Igbo for how our people are ready to do anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. But nobody to give the instruction. Nobody to give the directive. You cannot tell us, oh, you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, oh, you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, but you cannot reunite to fight for his freedom. Is there any amount of writing free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will free him? Is there any amount of saying, Mafia, James Somotosha, you are an idiot, James Somotosha, you are this, James Somotosha? There are some stages IPOB should have passed and crossed now. The man in a boy, the reason he has nothing, he has no effect. Do you think that Tinubu will reach this age he is today? Do you think Obasanjo will stay their life? What of Gowon that unalive over 5 million of Biafrans? Anya gafego stage abapota Yoruba people idiot. Omotosho, God will punish you. Omotosho, you no go see tomorrow. Omotosho this, Omotosho that. No. Ehabuzi homazi. It is so childish. I don't see this issue as a Igbo and the Yoruba fight. No. I see a lot of people telling us, oh, the Yoruba people hate us, this and that. You should demonstrate that you love yourself first before any person will hate you, before you will talk about any person to love you. That is why, if I ask you now, what are the steps that you, Biafran, you indigenous people of Biafra, what are the steps that you have taken to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for their Biafra restoration? What have you done to warrant the world to come to your aid? Have you not seen the way they are talking about Palestine? The world is talking about Palestine today because Palestine is putting up a fight for their freedom. And when Okigedi restore freedom without paying the price, the sacrifice. And the sacrifice to every independent is blood. The sacrifice of every independent is their property. Even Russia, that is a sovereign state, they are one of the most powerful nations in the world. But the war between them and the Ukraine, most of the Russian citizens lost their properties in UK, in America, in most of it here in Europe. Like, for example, Ibrahimovic is the owner of Chelsea Football Club. And now you know that Chelsea Football Club worth millions of dollars. Guess what? They frustrated him and they forced him to sell Chelsea club, and he sold that very club. They seized the money that they sold it, and they seized it in London. That is a sacrifice he has paid for Russia to retain that very power that NATO can never enter Ukraine, and the Ukraine can never join NATO, and the American soldier can never have their military base. You have to pay a price. Now, you don't want to die. We don't want to lose our lives. But guess what? We are losing it in quantum. We are losing our lives on a daily basis. Oh, I don't want to die. Oh, Igbos don't want to pay the sacrifice. Do you know how many of our people that are dying in our homes? Do you know how many of our people that Fulani have been pied in our forest and they are in our farms? How many of our people are still going farm today? Happy year never put a metal video Goshigi Ashigi ESN is chasing Fulani. Our bushes are being occupied by the Fulani with a very sophisticated weapons. And if we are not united at this point, even if you have the men on ground, they cannot do it alone, because the people need to come together to show or to stand by them. Ask yourself, that moment Omotosho sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, how did you feel? Ask yourself. Forget that you're a hard man, that you're a heartless, this and that. You know that if he came Melani, that moment you feel so sad. You feel them. After you feel it, you have the effrontery. You still want to continue your division. You still want to continue your blame game. As if you play a blame game more than any person. Now ask yourself, what is the way forward? How do we protect our land? How do we now release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When they will come for us, how do we now fight back if we are not united? If we are fighting ourselves, because the reason I must tell you the truth, because in everything we are doing, we must tell ourselves the truth. The reason why there is a division among ourselves is because of the incompetency that is coming from Chike Doziem-led DOS. And that is why I will keep on calling on them to wake up from their slumber, wake up from their sleep, because the governors will speak on our own favor if we rise up to fight for our freedom. The politicians, Igbo politicians, which the Fulanis have turned to coward, we are the people that will make them not to be a coward. Like I told you, they have been captured. Who is going to free them? The people that will free them is me and you. Me and you. If we stop listening to them, any actions we are taking now, definitely they will come and tell us, oh, you people should not do this. We will go for him. At this point, we shouldn't listen to them. The question we'll ask them, why haven't you people go for him for the past 5 years? What have you people done to free him? What actions have you people taken to make sure that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra will be freed? At that point, they will not tell you, say, we will. Because at that point, they will realize that they have failed. And now you build the economy while you are in a war. Many of you don't know that we are already in a war. And I want to use this opportunity to announce this to every man out there as an Igbo man. Do you see this taking away the abduction of children in the north? All this bye in the north. It is coming to the east fast. So everyone must be on a security alert. Every village must be on a security alert to protect themselves. Forget this a half 0.1% of Ndiri telling you, oh, Mazi, come back home. Mazi, come and lead it. Mazi, we don't want this here Biafra. Oh, Mazi, the Biafra has cost us anything. If not for this Biafra agitation, what is happening in Benue State could have been happening in Ali Igbo. If not for Nnamdi Kanu, Ali Igbo could have been like Southern Kaduna. They could have been a very, the kind of atrocities that will be happening in our land. John Wegese, why is an Igbo man not being respected in that in Nigeria? Why is Igbo man being treated like nobody? The reason is because of division. The reason is because of this, we are not one. The reason is because we don't have the unity among ourselves. Forget this thing that we are pretending that we love ourselves. The only way we can demonstrate the love that we have, we truly love ourselves, is by agreeing to come together. If you are in any group and you say you are fighting for Biafra truly in a genuine way, this is the time that you need to call for unity. Which group can achieve anything now without the effort of every other person? In this movement, let me say it whoha. You see this all this Biafra National Guard, BNL, Biafra Nation League, led all these people. We need to come together. Then, after they are together, okay, oh yeah, this group, position yourself in this area, be in charge. Okay, this group, be in this area, be in charge. Then, any area that any group is, and when anything Naharapo, this freedom anacho, when see here the kidnapping, you will know a group you will hold. Because you cannot say you are fighting for Biafra and the people are doing kidnapping, you leave it. No. We should be able, the unit will make us to know the people that are constituting this nuisance, the people that are bringing the insecurity, because that we are fighting for Biafra is not a grant that insecurity will be happening, because the reason why the zoo government and army is more coming to our land today is because of the kidnapping. And you cannot defend. We're fighting, we are, even the security befall on us. At that point, you will be able to know those that are genuine and those that are against you. You cannot know who is genuine and who is not genuine when there is division. You accuse this person Sabo, the person accuses you Sabo. But when you divide yourselves after making the peace and you be your brother's keeper and you watch your brother's back, and any kidnapping or criminal or anything go start happening in any area, you will know who you will call. Alpha, this is your jurisdiction. Why is kidnapping taking? Go after the kidnappers, take them down. We don't want the security presence here because of kidnapping and all these things that is happening. If we want to strike, you know who to strike. We now have target. You don't announce your plan. I am not alone. Zuzu na akpoko ya. Apụta tie IPOB na tie one family. Tie IPOB na in my mind tie one family. Are we not? Is it not? Are we not ashamed that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is being treated like nobody and nothing is happening? Are we not ashamed of this? Now, some of you are saying if they push us to the wall, I beg, where is the wall? What they will do to you again before you know that they have pushed you to the wall? So you are waiting for them to buy Nnamdi Kanu before you now start and say these things. After this program, I will call Mazi Metusela and I will call Mazi Darlington with other medias. The time for us to form the formidable force of media to sensitize our people is now. We have to keep our grievances. I know that most of us, we are ill-treated. We are badly treated by the leadership, but we are not doing it for the leadership. We are not doing it for the US. We are doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have sacrificed more than enough for us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why I am making this video this night, because Anologo man, Bako Wepu, this man, we don't deserve him. How many people today can you offer the money they offer this man and they will reject it and choose to go to prison because they want the freedom of their people? How many? Again, what are such people? Look at Sondibo. How much did they offer him? Are you still seeing Sondibo? Are you aware that Sondibo name have been removed from the wanted list because he have passed through the political solution? And today he is now one day he is now in a blue moon he come out to become a freedom fighter. Maybe if the money finish now, he come out and start doing gra. And I am calling on every other pro-Biafra groups. It's time you put your ego aside. Let us come together and see what we can do. Because I hear people telling me that, so if we get the Biafra, we cannot come together. Those of you saying, oh, we cannot unite, we cannot come together. I want to ask you, if they now give you the Biafra, how do you operate? Are you going to start fighting yourselves? Eh? Are you going to fight yourselves if Biafra is restored? I'm asking you. Exactly, living comfortable in Germany. He once in a blue moon, he come out and tell you he's fighting for the one nation, not going back. He will go inside, make the 3 minutes video. The time is now. What did I say? The time is now. Like I told you people, the actions that will restore Biafra is in our hands. If truly we want our governors, if truly we want our political leaders to speak for us, the action we take today, we force them to rise up. Let me tell you the bitter truth. Okay, for the only action we can take today, that if we truly we are ready and we don't want to shoot gun, the only thing we can do is this: sit at home or protest. The sit at home or protest is the only means you can use, because when you are doing it, then you will be also calling on international communities, writing and disturbing them, but you must be let there be action. Ọ bụrụ na enwere action that to pressure Nigeria for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Court of Appeal will uphold the federal court judgment, with knowing the illegality that surround that very judgment and the case. They don't care. Nigeria government don't care about whether is wrong, what people will say. They know that the people will react. But the actions you take today will make them not to go further. If truly we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, if truly we want this court of appeal to yield any fruit, the Biafrans need to revolt. The Biafrans need to rise up. The Biafrans need to start doing something physically. We have seen Obi Kubana writing because they wanted to write. They dragged them, they write. Those ones are just hypocrites. I don't take such their writing into, I don't take it serious. If truly we want our political leaders to speak for us, we need to liberate them. How do we liberate them? We will start doing something without following their own map, without following their own strategy, without listening to their advice. Because as it is now, their advice is coming from the Fulani Caliphate. And the Fulani Caliphate are the people that have already decided to kill Nnamdi Kanu using the Yoruba. These people with Yoruba are the same. So both of them, nobody loves you. We need to do something. Anyone telling you, oh, the US will come in, Israel will come in, African car will come in, are they going to come in while you are sitting down? No, tell me. Are they going to come in while you are sleeping? Okay, America will come and say, oh, they are killing the Nnamdi Biafra. Let us go for them. No. It's when you revolt, they will see your seriousness. They will now come in for help. They say and say, we don't want to die. We don't want to die. We will all perish if we don't rise up now. I get perish. We will perish if we don't rise up now. We need to rise up now to fight for this freedom. The way forward now is for us to rise up and take a necessary action. All the time you now complain. The Homas and Nnamdi Kanu, more justice or motoshe, not go better for you. This Igbo. And I am passing this message also to Igbo leaders, those that are not in IPOB. It is also the time for you people to step in. Call every group that is agitating for Biafra. If truly you love Nnamdi Kanu as an Igbo leader, as a somebody, call every group that is agitating for Biafra. Since if they cannot call themselves, tell them that it's time for them to come together so that we will know what we are fighting for. Because I don't see any reason why I will say I be IPOB, I am fighting for Biafra. At the same time, the same me will be fighting Autopilot, who is fighting for Biafra, according to them. The same me will be fighting Prince Will Chimezie, the leader of Biafran Nation League, and I say I'm fighting for Biafra. The same me will be fighting Innocent cause. Call everybody together. Let us unite ourselves. Look at Tompolo and Asari Tukobo with a Teketon. All of them in Niger Delta. Are they one people? No. Are they united? Yes. Are they together with one group? No. But everybody know their boundary. Tompolo know his territory. Asari Tukubo know his territory. Eteketom knows his territory. Asabuja know his territory. All these men are in Niger Delta. Why can't we emulate these people? That is why IMAP condemn the buying of our hitmen because of grievances. I can never support the Nigerian government to buy or kill any Biafran, regardless of whatever the person has done. We're supposed to learn from others. Echekwana Asari Tukubo, who is a Muslim, will not join his Muslim brothers to fight him. Look at how these people are equipping themselves. We cannot equip ourselves because we are not united. Nigerian army have capitalized on this. They are killing our ESN, Wuto. As they are killing Simon Ekpa's boys, they are killing the one of China Samur. They are killing the one of everybody they collect from from Nigerian government. Yet, out of our ego, out of selfish desire, we don't want to calm down to swallow our pride. We don't want to swallow our grievances. We don't want to keep it aside to come together. Do you know that Nigeria will be very afraid if we can come together? Let us stop calling names first. And that is why I say, I will give them 1 month to see how if they can take this step of making peace. And after 1 month, if they don't take it, I will drag hell out of them. Because this is not the time for blame game. This is not the time to tell me that it's a lawyer that make them to sentence Nnamdi Kanu. Even if it is Barrister Fanny Ejiofor and Mike Ozekome that is in this case, they will still jail Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why they will jail him is because they have already planned it long time ago. And they executed it the moment they see that there is no action, we are not organized. They see the weakness in us. They know that there is a very big vacuum created. They see that no more unity. And when there is no unity, you cannot get any result. A house that is divided against itself cannot stand. And now point aka sị na ndị Igbo love Lego na ndị Igbo love Lego. Is it not high time for us to prove to the world that money is not everything? Maazị Nnamdi Kanu etigokwa n'ọkpọsa aka. Maazị have done his part. He have not betrayed us. Now, you want to get you that is listening to me. Are you aware that you are betraying Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? Are you aware that all of you are a bunch of disappointment to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? Maazị said in his word that I will not betray you, but you will be the one to betray me. What is happening today? Negodu KG treat Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Now, what is the fate of other Igbos? What is our fate if a whole or Hamadike Igbo, if a whole Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, who leads the world largest mass movement, can be reduced to nothing, to a laughing stock, and his people are waiting for him to buy before they will revolt, before they will rise up? If there, man, on a shame, on a atom of shame on us. What is all this? At what point are we going to say enough is enough? Ndị Igbo, kemgbe anyị ga-ebe olu iweshi enough is enough. Ihe ahụ ga-emechi ya meta. Ejiro mgbagbu ayala ọgụ. When did we become this coward? Look at the Fulani. Look at how the bandits, people are speaking for them. The northern people are speaking for bandits, speaking for terrorists. Yet I am not jijiji. Ebe anyị na-enwe ike bụ n'ime onwe anyị. Hey, Mazachebe, I will do you that, I will do you this. How? When? What is the way forward for Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra restoration? Do we have any plan? Do we have any strategy? Can you restore Biafra without informing your people what we are doing? Can you do anything without enlightening your people on your mission? Do you think that you can fix anything without making people know what you are planning for them? Do you think that the people will back you without informing them? Any Kuku sit at home, the sit at home will not be limited on the southeast. Lagos State, the largest market in Lagos State, is being controlled by the Biafrans. If we, those in Lagos, if the Igbos in Lagos can strike for this seat at home, believe you me, a lot of positive change will come. Gini ka anyị na-achụ na this ego self? Ego ole ka anyị na-achụ? Do you know that power controls wealth? Power commands wealth. When you don't have power, you cannot be rich. Because those that have the power can take that richness away from you. And I had China Sanworu saying on Radio Biafra, if Simon Ekpa service this thing finish, we will make sure that we will rendition him to Nigeria. Oh God, that statement, you have to come on air to withdraw it. So you are now campaigning, you are now with Nigeria, you are now to tell people how to send people to Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria hand and they want another Igbo man to be sent there. And you know, Makwedi Yain go on air. Ikuche that okuda had the naked tanya najo. How did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu select some of you into this leadership? All this kind of your utterances, BML IPOB, when miscarriage. Not be a miscarriage. Unu tell IPOB ime. You people make IPOB to have miscarriage. So you are now the spokesperson of Nigeria government. Instead of you to look forward how to unite everyone, instead of you to look forward and see the kind of damage everything that all the actions and wrong steps you have made have caused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are still talking about how you to collaborate with Nigeria government to the rendition Simon Ekpa. Are you not ashamed? You hear at the moon. How many Yoruba people have you seen talking about how to rendition Yoruba people? How many northern person have you seen talking about how to buy bandit? The Fulani, the Onena half Shaki Gumi, protecting the Fulani terrorists. So you don't learn anything from there. No matter how you hate a warrior, my brother, a day will come, you will use that warrior will be very useful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one of his broadcasts said, n'igbuche ndị niile na-ayị ala n'obodo unu na mbọsị ndị na-ayị ala n'obodo ndị ọzọ ga-eburu ọgụ bata, kedu ndị ala ị ga-akpọ? Ngabịa n'ọlụ gị ọgụ. At this point, Chinasa Nworu, have a rethink. Malụ n'imebiga ife. Natawa, kwụsị n'ebe imegolu. How many ka ị ga-egbu? Now, since they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi, since they sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chike Doziem, who's supposed to address Biafra, apotabelo okwu. Chinasa Nworu Mapota, are you the spokesperson of IPOB or are you the head of Directorate of State? Koshebiana Radio Biafra, allow those in the leadership position to make statements so that Biafra will know that these are the leaders speaking. Anything in emergency broadcast, the way forward of IPOB. Who are you? Onye Kibu. Who are you? Up to now, we are still expecting Chike Doziem to come and address Biafra. That memo or there is not enough. The voice we want to hear is the voice of Chike Doziem, so that we will know that if he is still in IPOB or he have secretly run away. Because I will not call it to resign. We should be on Radio Biafra because we are nobody. Allow people to do this thing. You are the reason why Chike Doziem is failing this movement. I must tell you the truth. While we are here, we must speak the truth regardless of who is involved. You cause a lot of damage to this movement. And this time we start healing. Koshibian and Radio Biafra, because you coming to Radio Biafra will continue to make IPOB to have miscarriage. This problem started when you started every time you mapped out Radio Biafra. As what? It's an in there calling. Do you think that we take that into no by Jada? We see it as a noise. Bikonu, IPOB, we must have a very active leadership. Anyone who is in this leadership that knows that he is not capable, resign. So on this note, I am calling Chike Doziem Azayoba. Both of you should resign if you people cannot do the needful. All this on social media. This time around is not what we need. We need unity, and we need a powerful voice together. Nobody is less and nobody is bigger. That you was opportuned appoint target there. If you know that your incompetence is overwhelming, resign. And not just if you know, I have seen a lot of you, I must tell the truth. As I resign from that position, questioning or there. Chinasa Nwuru, Kushi made Ibia take a position of Chike, doesn't Kushi, you know your jurisdiction. Go back to it. You once told us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warn you not to come to Radio Biafra and not to show yourself. Emmanuel Yadana Radio Biafra, you need to start opening your face. That people malon you. Although I know who you are, which I have posted your picture. But Mezi, let us see you like this. Let us see the visual. Enough of all these things. We need action for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. And if we cannot take any action, believe you me, the Court of Appeal will be determined. The action we take today will determine the result. All Naya be the hot fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what ihe a bụ onye pụta becha akwa otie mkpu a free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he did nothing, illegal holding him, because everything, the procedure, if you cannot take the procedure, you cannot get the result. I don't want to take much of our time. I will drop it here, and my program from now henceforth will be on how to come together. We need to come together. I don't care if you are autopilot, if you are DNL, NG, if you are this. If you are genuine, feel free to unite with me. And I will be hosting program upon program upon program. And if you're a media, you want to be a very powerful media, you are vocal, you need to reach out to me. Let us have a plan of way forward, because we need to have our media back. All the media have weakened. And the more we are getting weak, the more Nigeria government is taking advantage of it. Everyone that is incompetent in this movement, we are going to call you out. If you know you are incompetent, we are going to call you out to resign. You must resign, because what we need now are men with actions, men that are capable to do the undo, men that are capable to put the pressure, mount the pressure on Nigeria government for the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and let the world know that what we are seeking for is referendum, the freedom of Biafra. We are not asking for to be Nigerian president, and we must find a way to force our leaders to start speaking. You don't need to beg them. Begging them is a sign of weakness. And for those of you who are asking, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be pardoned, don't ever try it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never go for pardon. And we cannot ask for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be pardoned. We know why. He has not committed any crime. So what we are calling on is the total release, unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that should come with a referendum. Our traditional rulers and our political leaders, it's time for you people to call every group and unite them. Unity is the first thing that will lead to our success. The moment I see the light of unity, you know, when I say unity, I am not saying that every person should come and join IPOB. No. When I say let us unite, if we unite and we have a division of labor, if Nigeria government is attacking the men who are in Okigwe, then other group will go for them as a backup. Because if divide we can easily wipe you by group, and that is what we must stop. So on this note, I say may Chukwu Okike Abịa ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile guide and protect us. Ka anyị fight anụ for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ọkwa ọnwụ ka nwoke a na-aṅụ. Ọkwa ọnwụ ka ọ na-aṅụ. Let us fight for this man first and for Biafra restoration. I want you all to understand this. The freedom of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu lie on Biafra restoration, and Biafra restoration does not lie on the freedom of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. There is nothing like political solution without action being put in a place. There is nothing like political solution without pressure being mounted on Nigeria government. If you want to, if you think you sitting at home and they will bring political solution, it means that they are saying Maazị Nnamdi Kanu should denounce Biafra or he should die. I don't want to say much. I remember my humble self. MAP Eziokwu Bundo. 1. No retreat, no surrender. I stand gidigba with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, and I stand gidigba with anything he says. He remains my supreme leader. His word is a law in IPOB, and his word is final. If you are against Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's order, you are against me, and I will come for you. Almost here, Biafra. IPOB, one family. One family, IPOB. The time to prove it is now. God bless you all. Until I come your way again.